Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Incineration Gentleman, and welcome back to Let's Play Part 5 of Lunacid. So, you might be thinking, why are we on his desktop? Why are we looking at a file? I found out two really cool things about Lunacid: how to import your saves from old versions to newer versions, and how to import your own custom icons for character creation. We'll go through that first, because that seems the most entertaining to me. I found this awesome free pack online on itch.io by a creator by the name, if I'm not mistaken, Arrow Griffin. There'll be a link to that for free in the description. Here's what they look like, because they're awesome, right? Okay, that's the generics. Here's the Halloweens. I love the first two, the pumpkin, the ghost. Now, you can only have 3 customs active at one time in the game, and they have to have these names for you to import them. Either ex1_img, 1, right? 2 or 3. And it has to be a file type of a PNG of a height of 180 and a width of 200 pixels. It has to be. Okay? That's all it has to be. When you get that done, go to Lunacid, the file wherever you have your game downloaded, and go to the file, right here, Lunacid_data. Drag and drop them in. It will replace these. I like to make copies and back it up, but you don't have to do that. Then you'll have custom stuff, and the coolest part is you can put in your own images. Just make sure they meet the required specifications of PNG file types, right? And the height and width of the pixels. That's all you need. Now that I've got that wrapped up, let's talk about how you can import your saves from old versions of this game. We're in the right file for that. We're going to scroll down, because this is alphabetical, at least for me, to the S's, to the files known as Midnight type file. And their names will be save_0 through 2, which represents saves 1, 2, and 3. Dot midnight, all caps. Okay? In your previous versions, you drag and drop these specific files, these 3 files, into your new versions, and you will import your save. All the items that you have found will be record, all of the locations and actions you've done. The only thing that I've seen that has changed is you have to remake your profile. Now, I know that's strange to say. You will have to rework for your experience, a bit of a bummer, yes. And your appearance and name can be altered as well, and you can pick a different class, but don't worry, all of it will be the same, except our appearance. We'll be using our channel icon now. I'll show you in a moment. And our name will be Incineration, because I can't fit the full title of the Incineration Gentleman there. I just can't. But while I'm grinding off camera for all the experience we need to get back to where we were, in our strength at least, I will be upgrading the Iron Club to its steel strength, and you'll see the actual act of upgrading it when we're done with all that grinding. And same thing with the Rusty Sword to its later levels as well. I've told you about the free link down in the description for all these awesome icons that you just saw. Me and my girlfriend, by the way, we made that first save for my overpowered playthrough. We named it Remy after Ratatouille, and we used the armor, with the 3 rats popping out of it for the image. It was great. She made it into a knight. I'm rambling, sorry. Anyway, we also made a Tumblr. So if you guys are interested in any of the cool fan stuff that I find on Tumblr that help understand a bit more of the lore on particular games, or really cool fan art, or maybe even some awesome comics, or things that I will be giving a little bit of a tidbit about whenever I want to upload, I might be giving some sneak peeks there occasionally. Just if anybody's ever curious, go over. It's on the About page on my channel and also in the description. Give me a quick follow on there if you wanna, and you'll be seeing some of the cool things that I see there as well. There's already a couple really interesting memes and jokes, very nerdy, and a cool trailer that someone had found of Kingsfield 2 on PlayStation 1. Oh, one more quick thing about the update. Here's a quick picture I took of all the things that are going to be changing in the game. I'm most excited about the fact that we'll have a visual representation for a critical hit now that will explain how this happens in the picture. And when we block, we'll also have a particle effect. The lighting effects are beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. I'm excited to show you the new look of all the older locations we've been before. So, look forward to that. Oh, jeez. Okay, last thing. I will quickly change the date and time to Christmas to show you the winter event and the special stuff you can get there. You don't need it to accomplish a very important secret at the end of the game. What I'm referring to is one that is necessary to get all the spells. I will not tell you what the secret is. That I want to show you as well. I don't know when you'll see that in the video. We're mid-farming, folks. So far we're doing just fine. We got about 18 levels worth of experience. We'll spend them all at once. Like I told you. But for farming's convenience, I would love to find a way to get to this side. So I'm going to try to see if we can survive jumping on top of one of these trees here. To get down here to fight. Yeah! Cool. So, I'm going to find a way up there. To complete the route for farming. I almost started some fights, but I think these snails are docile unless we start stuff. Same thing with the books. You're about to see a horrifying enemy. Heads up, seriously, this is a nightmare. These are called enlightened ones. Yeah, they're very hostile, can kill us in a single hit. Now the reason why we're here is to kill those guys, of course, but I don't think they drop anything besides potions. Money and such. We want to take out this mirage. And now, I will kill these guys. I'm glad I got a big area so I can dodge their attacks at least. Now we're not ready to explore this area, we're just farming here. But I wanted to explain that when we get here, these minute changes will be. Like, that mirage will be open, you know? And that gate we explained a moment ago will also be open. That's where we're going to go. Oh. AoEs. Ah, and now he fires the thing. Okay. I'm not used to that yet. My goal is not to pick up a damned thing. Not even coins. I think I explained that, but what do you guys think of the light setup? Let me know in the comments below. I've noticed a strange kind of black line that's happening with the light here in front of me, which is a little frustrating. I think it's something to do with the camera and, well, I'm not really quite sure. But still, I think it's a nice little ambionic thing. You can change it to any color. That's white right now, so I was thinking, originally, something more like this. You know? Let's get back to the crystal. We didn't even have to open the gate. And I'm glad, because that just means we had to do... Oh no, don't fire at me. We didn't have to do a lot. I don't want to explore this land yet. But anyway. We'll not go that way. There'll be one more book on the other side of that, I believe. Like, besides this one. But just in case, a very rare item does drop that we need to pick up, such as a spell or something. There is one enemy that has a chance to do that we could be fighting. I'd like not to fight it, because they're very dangerous. I know its name and everything, I don't want you to think I'm stupid. I just don't want to spoil stuff. But you've basically seen this much of the archives, roughly, before. You're only seeing a very little bit more. I'm surprised we survived that jump. So there's a little tidbit. We're still technically level 5, folks. So if you want, you can get here and get some major stuff done. If you're into that. Now, when we level up, I'm not going to put our stats back the exact same way they were. When we're done with all this farming, I'll just cut out the rest. Let me make sure I save it. Why are we lagging out? Anyway. I have found out that resistance here actually has a use. So when we go to the level up screen, I'm not going to actually level up. We'll highlight what it says. That was annoying. Determines how long we basically have status effects there. You know what I'm saying? Resistance defines how long status effects take to wear off. if you get it to 100, you unlock a passive ability to just naturally regenerate magic. And I think it's about 15 magic a second, no matter what your maximum magic pool is. It's kind of insane. So, when it comes to our stats and how they used to be, here they are, by the way, I wrote them down. Oh, I don't even know if you guys can see that. I'll just read it to you. Strength, 46, 5 defense, 20 speed, dex was 25, intelligence 40, and resistance was 5. So we're going to tank resistance and get it to 100 and never change it ever again. And then dilly-dally with the rest of the points when we get to the... I'll do the math off screen. Hopefully I don't mess it up on how much extra experience we need, but I'll see you in a second. That's the plan. Okay, folks, we're about to try something extremely dangerous, and I don't know if it's a good idea at all. You can hear it. There's a chimera in the other room. Now, if you don't know what a chimera is, it's a beast from Greek lore. The head of a goat that can belch fire. A very venomous tail of a snake, a serpent, and the body of a lion. And the head of a lion. Truly, truly dangerous creature. One of the most dangerous creatures in the game. If we kill him, we're going to get a lot of experience. We're at 3152. Let's try to see if we can survive. I might use a healing potion, but let's see. He's going to roar after we hit him. He should be very close. I hit the snake. Wow, I've never started the fight by hitting the snake before. My goal is to get into these planted areas so he can't get to me physically. His melee attacks are crazy. Whoa! Yeah, let's use that potion. He's going to buff up, but I think he's stuck in it. No. We can do this, though. Oh, he's stuck now. All we have to do is worry about his projectiles now. Sick. That was worth I'm totally fine with that. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there's a chance that he can drop one of the best rings in the whole game. And if he does drop it, we won't be putting many points into speed at all. I feel like I'm cheating a little, but this is a very free reign, kind of open world kind of game. You can go anywhere you want and do anything you want, really. I'm surprised he's not shooting at me in a horrible spot. He could easily kill us. I feel like I cheesed him. Hey, try this whenever you need to fight the Chimera. Should be an easy win. He did drop the ring. Oh! Quick stride! Okay, I had a Muppet reaction, but dude, that's one of the best spells in the whole game. I bet it would kill us if we tried to use it now. But what it does, a blood magic that reduces the caster's, or redirects, sorry, I'm a little excited, the caster's blood to the legs. We move ridiculously fast for 30 seconds. It costs no mana, it's great. It costs 130 health. That would kill us. We're not even going to use it yet. Wow. Okay, well, I'm surprised we didn't have to farm for that. That's the length of this clip. We're definitely going to save it after this. I'll have to refarm my Lunacid. I'll just stand in a corner and cast some spells. That was totally worth one potion to me. Nice. Oh, and I changed my title to Incineration Man. The full name, The Incineration Gentleman, wouldn't fit. I think I told you that before. But that would, so why not? I don't know. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to explain in this little clip. Hell yeah. Nice. Let's go kill some fucking enlightened ones. Take out some Necronomicons and some snails. Oh yeah, and after killing the Chimera, we went to 32-28. Not bad. Just fighting one of those. There's like 3 of them in this board. I hope we only meet the one. That's all we really needed to do. I guess my sensitivity is crazy high. Sorry. I just saw the reverb on the audio. I don't know. My bad, guys, if that was crazy loud. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get back to our old level. I think I did the math just right. We should be level 41 after we level up. I hope we're close. Let's see. Oh! Shit! Okay, we gained a level. So, overall, we gained 1 level, roughly, because last episode when we started we were level 41. And we gained Quick Stride, and definitely the ability to use it even if we don't put any points in strength at all. But this is what I wanted to show you guys immediately, is how if you get, I swear this is real, if you get resistance to 100, I even tested this, you get passive mana regeneration. It's crazy. It leaves us 19 points. Our jump is pitiful. We're definitely going to transition to be a magic user if we can regenerate magic permanently. So let's put some in Dex. This might be how we play for a while. Because the bow does significant damage. I've been farming with it for quite some time. You saw how it killed a Chimera with 5 Dex. I think we're going to be okay. We just need to be careful and not take much damage. Fight at a distance, use mostly magic, we should be fine. Now, I tanked intelligence because I want to be able to instantly cast those really weak spells, and we're going to have a lot of mana, so we should be a monster till the end of the game. Like, we might not be able to die now. Kind of shit. Let's see. Yeah, Flame Strike is instant now. So let's put that on. Yeah. Wow. Holy shit. So we have unlimited Flame Strike now. Let's put on Quick Stride and see our speed difference from 5. Then on slot 2. Whoa! Okay, we are set. And don't worry, we didn't upgrade the club, so there's no need to upgrade it at all. Remember, guys, never, ever, ever, ever break Cheryl's stuff. It makes her prices go up. I just recently felt like put that in my fucking thick skull. But yeah, I think it was worth it. I think that was a fair trade-off. Cool. Alright. I will see you guys, and let's just go to the Yase Forest and get ready for filming from right there. And we'll finish up this episode properly and finish the Yase Forest, or Yase Forest. We gotta talk to Patchouli. Got a whole list of stuff we need to do here. At the end of the episode, I'm gonna show you how we can change the time and date, and, in your internal settings on your computer, and, get special stuff on Christmas and show you the seasonal stuff about the game. But, we won't be ever using the special stuff for Christmas. It feels like cheating. Because it's not Christmas. Yeah, we're getting Lunacy. That's crazy. How much Lunacy do we get from, Quick Stride? Wow. Now, that's not going to be legit Lunacy, because, when I was farming, guys, I changed the date in my computer. I want to change it back to what it should be. I put it closer to the full moon so we'd get experience faster. It saved me time. Alright, see you in a sec. Okay, we're back. Everything's the way it's supposed to be. The proper date and time. Let's start farming. Let's get some experience on our weapons, though. That's what we really need. Oh, we can actually start picking up some of this stuff, too. Yay! I was so used to not picking up items for a long time to keep, you know, continuity of what our inventory was. But hey, how is everybody doing? Hope we're doing alright. Hope you like the lighting setup. Oh, come on. I should be casting some spells to get our lunacy and such up to try to get as much experience as we can. Because our stats, even though we reutilized our stats a different way, I still want to get them to where they roughly were. We need a bunch of strength, but I'll try to keep away from speed since we now have Quick Stride the spell. I wish it would stop lagging. Why is it lagging? Yay, mana potion. They're almost useless now, but yay, mana potion. I'm sure that doesn't give us very much experience on Lunacy at all, now that I think about it, but It seems like every few shots we get a point. That's not bad. Yeah, seems like every 2 or 3 shots we get a point. We're about halfway there. Let's take out this light. Get a little bit more experience. Add some mood and ambiance. Yeah, we could survive another casting. Sorry about the flashing lights. But that's such a huge boon being able to do that. I can't believe it. I was researching into trying to find a magic dagger. What does it do? When you hit enemies with it being fully charged, it gives you a little bit of mana back. I was like, oh, if you can find that, you would basically be the perfect character. You have healing magic, you have, your mana comes back naturally. You would never, ever, ever have to worry about anything. Even if the game was, like, cruel with, the drops of, like, items and such. You're still basically set. More or less, you know what I'm saying? It kind of makes it pointless to pack any type of, ranged weapon since you can just throw magic willy-nilly now. We're almost there. While we're doing... I want to get over there. Is there a way I can do that without having to interact with you? Or if I run by you, is it not combat? I won't risk it. We only have to cast some spells a little bit longer, and then we're ready to rock. Yep. Alright, so, let's go. We'll be a little bit more careful, since our health is low. These guys won't know what's going to hit them. Oh. I think they changed the name of that enemy. Remember in the last video that it was a huge name that started with a G? At least I remember that was his name. God, we're indestructible now that we have magic like this at our disposal forever. Get a little bit more going on with our weapons. Can I still hit this corpse? I can. So. Oh, well, I could for a moment. Whenever corpses are dead, and they're still able to be interacted with, you can hit them and get more weapon experience. Oof, wrong side. But nevertheless, there is a... What? Yeah, we really need to work on our jump when we level up. There is a book down there that I was right about last episode. There is a journal that talks about how the carnivorous plants here need blood. And I do want a completionist kind of thing going on, so we'll go get that. Still gotta be a little careful, because we don't have a lot of life. Whew. Rough and tumble combat. We might get lucky and get a ring we need from these guys, too. We gotta remember everything's a little stronger now, so we gotta be careful. Because our Lunacid's maxed out, you know? Let's put on Quick Stride again. Ooh, another one of the moth creatures. Now, the coolest thing about the crit system is that enemies will shine blue, not blue, but purple, for just a moment. Purplish pink. That lets you know you got a critical hit, you know? There's the ring. Now we can summon those rabbits at our disposal as we like, which is a very, very cool spell. I'll even show you. They'll fight for us. And they have ranged magic. I think you can even summon more than one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a little army running with us all the time, right? Fight, my friends. Watch this. No effect. Oh, it's up to me. I think you can even... Nah, you can't hurt your own constructs. They only last a little while, though. One more. There we go. He dropped a healing potion. Yay. Sick. Yeah, we're basically a god now, with the ability to regenerate magic. If you are like, oh, Lunacid's hard. Nah. Not really. Like, honestly, the sound of that kind of noise is the rabbit's sadly passing away. But, I don't know how long it would take for you to get the cash up to get the crossbow, but you could do easily what I did with the crossbow. At any level. Seriously, you don't even have to jump down there and fight those creatures. You can snipe the snails from the bridge, and there's 3 books on the right that you can kill easily. You can't physically get over there. You can shoot them, though. And then just go on the left, and you're good. There's another 3 books down there. If you just keep doing that while your lunacy is even low, not even maxed out, it'll take maybe 3 or 4 hours, but you can get maxed out resistance in no time. And of course, having maxed out resistance helps us a lot, because anytime we're blinded or any type of negative status effect at all, we're basically going to be fine. I forget it's dark for you guys. They did do some ambient lighting updates. The lighting in Wing's Rest is totally different now. So, there's something. There we go. That should make it a little easier for you guys. I was thinking, oh, you know what I should do? I should hit that light. As if I'm playing by myself and it wouldn't affect how you guys see anything. Why is this being choppy? Oh, sorry folks. But hey, what do you think about the new lighting? I'm not too sure about this little light in front of me. I think I still might use the lamps. I have a lamp over there and a lamp over there, and I want to get one either right here, behind you guys, or right there, pointing at my face. Do a little, you know what? I'll do some AVGN tricks. There's some behind-the-scenes videos that are ancient that James Ralph on the Cinemassacre channel put up. And in those old nerd videos, when he had amateur equipment, he would sometimes put, like, paper over a lamp. That's a huge deal. If you can't afford, like, a ring light or, you know, something like that, which, honestly, I'm not rolling in money right now. I mean, I just got a new job, which is really cool. It's a new little twist on life. I'm excited, but I'm also... Ah, see those pink flashes? We saw 2 pink flashes there fighting that enemy. That means those were critical hits. What was I trying to say? It's a new job that I've never done before. It is nerve-wracking, just a little bit, but every new job is. And they seem to be treating me very well, which means the world to me. They're really trying to make sure I'm comfortable in the position that I have and trying to make sure I can do the job well. It's a nice change. Oh, I never got that note. Damn, I got distracted. Well, we still need to get a hold of talking to Patchouli, I think is her name. So we're going to go there and talk to her, and then we'll route back to the beginning. Get that note. You know? Because we do need this key. Oh, damn. Leave it to me to get lost. Oh, come on now. Nice. You know what's really good about this infinite mana thing, too? We never, ever, ever, ever have to worry about the fact that, we don't have a weapon that produces light, like the torch or something in our hands. The freedom in your play is boundless now. I strongly recommend trying to max out that stat first. Even if it takes you time to charge your spells and cast them, you never ever have to worry about, oh no, I'm out of mana. And if you really are out of mana, you can still use a magic potion in those vital times. I thought you would have burned to death on the walk here. I didn't want to risk him keep coming in. She should be just around this bend. There's very few spells that early on, with only like, say 24 intelligence like we have, that you can just actually just throw willy-nilly. There's one in the Fetid Mire. Ice Shard, I believe? Or Ice Spear. Very, very effective spell. It seems to have the same requirements and damage output as, oh, stop burning. There we go. As Flame Spear. But the huge benefit to it is you can slow down enemies with it. It doesn't seem to do long-term status effect and lighting up areas as fire does, of course, but it can be very helpful if you're fighting enemies that are quite fast. Just put a bunch of ice bolts into them and you should be basically okay. She should be up here, I believe. Yeah. Now she should sell that key to us. And offer us a mission. When it comes to breaking the objects, I don't believe there's any penalty to breaking patchoulis, so go for it. Her prices don't change based on how you treat her stuff. So we will take a moment and actually farm up some experience for the club. And hopefully we can switch over to, what is it called? The Rusted Sword, after. And get some experience for that, too. Nice. A few more plants. Cool. Wow, you're still alive. I just really thought you'd be dead by now. Since you're alive, do you want to do a little quest for me? You should do a little quest for me as a question. That's a demand. No. Hey, lady. Sure, I'll do it. I need someone to go into the Forest Canopy. New area. It's gonna be great. Super chill. And retrieve this skull of Jol. Shahal. Yes. Yeah. You'll need this key to get in there. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Don't fall. Anyway, want to take a look at anything? I kind of do, but I'm going to save my dough. Maybe next time. So, it is an extremely dangerous area, that. I don't know why she tries to tell you it's safe. And she deliberately sells you poisonous vials. Anti-hero, that. At best. Oh, the forest is so chill. I feel so bad about, like, killing the creatures here. I really do. It's quite, like, depressing. Now, that we got said key, on this side we should be finding that notebook. I believe it's right there, to our right. There it is, on that bit of stump there. The plants live here. The plant life here seems carnivorous. When exposed to fresh blood, the buds bloom. I found some human remains within them as well as some gear left behind. So, I wanted to show you that when we first got to the woods, but I just seem to have misstepped over it. Now that we're in a well-lit area, let's put Quick Stride back on. And there's a spell I want to get just before we actually go into the new area. It'll be very helpful. You'll see. God, look at this magical, magical place. We should be able to make a decent amount of healing potions after we get out of here, too, if I'm not mistaken. No, I am mistaken. I realized that the ingredient I'm referring to is actually in the next land. The fetid mire, which we've seen before. That was that place where that rat helped us out. Okay, so this is ready to be upgraded next time we go to town. Let's put on Rusted Sword. Get this thing ready to go. It'll get a lot more experience, too. But that's one of the most powerful weapons in the game, that Iron Club. Just raw damage-wise. Let's get up here. Yeah. Glad that that spell wore off. We might actually have to go level up before we try to do this. There's going to be points in the fetid, or in this location where we need to jump. We might actually have to go level up just to assure that we don't get killed on the way trying to do it. Yeah, safety first, folks. Let's go back and save it. We've made some good progress, but before... Where is that other place we get that ring? We actually desperately need it, given our situation on healing items. Where's that? There we go. Can be a little finicky climbing down stuff. We don't want to fall and die right now. I gotta remember where that damned ring is, guys. Damn, damn, damn. That's so, so important. So very, very important. I know it's one of these higher locations. We're in the right place, just not exactly in the right place. I'll keep an eye out, looking up here. It's one of the first things you're supposed to find here, and it's just eluding me. We can find the alternate entrance easy enough. That shows us where the ring is, but we can't actually reach it yet. If we had some choice spells, we could. See, here is the alternate way in, is what I'm trying to talk about. Right there is the ring we need. And there's supposed to be a way up there that we can actually get up there and do it. Curiouser and curiouser. Making me feel real stumped. Because going up here is where we were before when I backtracked away. Yeah. Yeah. Well, nevertheless, let's go level up so we can jump properly. We'll take the safer... Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't fall off. As I say, it's safer. I was going to be like, we'll take the safer route on the trees. I lied to myself. False hope in a false world. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we'll get the ring. We'll get the ring. This is fine. So stupid. Sorry, folks. Sometimes we are not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Especially myself. Oh, I basically called you guys stupid. You guys are smart. You guys are smart. What am I trying to say here? Why am I picking fights? I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's move a little faster here. Just a little faster. Okay. To this branch. Just systematically go down, you know. Nice. And then kind of just fall here. Holy warmth. Most helpful thing in the game. It's healing type magic. It's the only magic like this in the game. A holy magic that revitalizes the user. Simply at the cost of mana. Got tongue-tied. One of the best spells. We'll need it. And it's boundlessly helpful. It almost acts like... there we go. It acts as if... Let's say I just take normal damage and I'm half dead. When we take blood damage... like that... and I start casting holy warmth, it will look like that. It'll look just like that. We'll have to wait slowly for it to come back. So even as a vampire, healing magic can be damned rough. And one thing I'd never said about vampires that is a horrible, horrible thing about them, they take massive damage from water whenever you swim. Anytime you ever go into water, you take some gnarly, gnarly damage. We're going to tank these all, for now, in dexterity. Yeah, we should be able to make it now. We'll upgrade the weapons whenever we get back to town at the end. I just don't trust taking down the vines right now, because we still don't have too much life. We could straight just die. So I just think it's a little safer if we go on foot. Not too much time to get there anyway. Man, we're going to speed through the Forest Canopy. And then we will be almost technically done with the Yosei Forest. There's a bit of research I need to do in an item that we can get here. And honestly, my personal hunch is it's not too far from Patchouli. Now I might be overcasting Quick Stride, but it gives us a lot of lunacy, so it's not a bad thing at all. Actually, let's do that. That'll help too. And by the time we're in the next area, almost overshot that, we should be basically okay to continue casting spells. Like right there. Let's cast a little bit more. And this also is a bit of a theory test I want to do. I want to know if our stats are maxed out by the time we're in the next area, or do we have to wait for our mana to come back? Yeah, you still have to wait for the effects to be over. Welcome to the Forest Canopy, one of the most chill areas in the game, but one of the most mischievous and dangerous. Because there's flying creatures. Right there, you can barely see them. Yeah, it's ascending. They act like jellyfish. They're very dangerous. They fire what seem to be a poisonous projectile. And, yes, you can just easily fall to your death and die. There's nothing down there besides death, so be very careful here. Okay. The audio on this game is crazy. Just to actually pay attention to the sounds of stuff for the first time. There can be some jarring stuff. He'll burn to death. They never seem to drop anything, these things. You see them here in at late game as well, but the version you see there are much, much, much stronger. What's our lunacy look like? 68. Let's cast a few more spells and get moving. Yeah, 82. $92. 95. We will just nonchalantly cast some fire bolts, basically. Flame javelins. Until we get our stuff to where we need to be. I gotta be more careful. I'd be so frustrated if we fell off and died now. That ooh kind of noise? That is a stationary mushroom enemy that can slow us down. They are primary targets. If we ever spot one, we take them out. Instantly. There's also Venuses here, which we just killed. You never know when there's going to be one of those fucking things flying around. They're dead silent. So I'm going to just stop periodically occasionally and take a look around to make sure we're not going to get sideswiped to a just rando projectile. Oh, there's a Venus. Take that, bitch. Oh! You do get instantly overpowered whenever you can use magic as you see fit, willy-nilly. There should have been an item that you could have worn that would have let you do this. Like, if they would have added necklaces, maybe, that could have been passive effects. Like slowly healing over time. You know, slowly regenerating mana, something like that. Then it wouldn't feel like you're almost cheating by maxing out your resistances and... Well, it can go above 100, but getting it to 100 basically makes you a god. As you can see, because we are just Hail Marying everything. Fucking bombarding them. Like, we were going to take it slow the whole game with Blood Strike and a bow and arrow or something, you know. Like, just cherry-picking attacks as we go. Now we can just walk in and spam the fuck out of some overwhelming power and just walk away. And we're pretty weak. I mean, look at our stats. I think if you were willing to just put some points into speed at this point, You could probably beat the game as is if you were just quick and a good player. Like, the stats are just that good already. It's kind of insane. Ooh, I see you. We'll wait for that to disappear. We don't want to jump into our own damage. There's an item up there. That's probably where the skull is, y'all. There's a few spells I want to get in this land as well. We should be coming up on one soon. Take a quick look around. Who knows if we can see a few more of those flying creatures about. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to take a few blind shots into the distance. Might start a fight early and lure out some enemies. You know, I've been thinking about this game, and I do appreciate Poison Mist. Read this to you real fast. Cast a cloud of toxic mist that hovers in place for 15 seconds. Can be very dangerous to us as well, but overwhelming to like groups of enemies, or slow stationary targets. I was thinking about Kingsfield earlier, just the franchise Kingsfield. I don't remember too much about Ancient City, the one on PlayStation 2, but I do remember on 1 and 2 on PlayStation 1, the ones we at least had released in America, that when you would leave a room and you would come back, enemies were still just... You would kill everything and come back and they're all there again. It was the active sight when you didn't see them or you left the room. It was kind of wild. If it was out of draw distance, it instantly spawned back like a Nintendo game. So farming in those games were pretty easy, actually. But it was always dangerous, because you were never safe. You could leave a room and come back and there would be enemies again, you know? Oh. Missed a good amount of those shots because he went down. He'll burn up. Okay. Take out a couple flowers while we get our bearings. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. And I love that all magic is laser accurate. Ah, those are the mushrooms that are the big danger. Whoa, ah! And those are the projectiles that the flying creatures fire. Ha! You piece of shit. Okay, there's another one. They're the more immediate damage-dealing threat, these guys, so we should focus on taking them out first. Ah, that's why we gotta keep a backup melee weapon. Not melee, but ranged weapon that doesn't require magic, because sometimes we're gonna run out. Even though it regenerates, it's not perfect. Okay, let's be careful here. Now remember, guys, if you've already tanked speed and you're fast as hell, hold shift. It'll make you walk very slowly. It'll make these situations a lot safer. Speaking of being slowed, I think that guy actually pulled it off on us for just a moment. For a moment, I think it flashed beneath our, We got the skull! There's more stuff to explore here. So we will. But yeah, for just a moment, you guys saw that status effect. I still can't believe that if you damage Cheryl's stuff, that you actually, she'll increase the prices. Which is extremely realistic, honestly. Like, that's crazy. Now, for now, I'm actually going to leave that item sitting there. I think it'd be a nice little placeholder to make sure we don't get lost. So let's try not to pick that up. Good. Up we go. Oh, come on, get up there. Good. Is there an item this way? I don't believe so. I think it comes to a dead end on this side, but we'll make sure real fast. Yeah, dead end. So on the way back down, you guys saw for a moment a shard, a crystal shard. We'll grab that on our way out. And then we will be basically done after we talk to Patchouli with this entire land. All we have to do at that point is go find an interesting spell. I'll even read this to you, because I didn't know this. Light Reveal is necessary. It's a tool. we're going to try to get that spell. You can get it in the Forbidden Archives, but when you pick it up in the Forbidden Archives, it disappears out of the Yase Forest. But you can get it in the Yase Forest and make it disappear out of the Archive as well. I've never gotten it out of the Yase Forest, and I'd like to, yeah, I can take and put in a clip of another save of me getting it out of the Archive, because you really don't need to fight to get there to get it, if I'm not mistaken. You may need to. We'll see. I'll show you later in the Let's Play. I think it will be too difficult to show you now. Sorry. I think with a super low-level enemy or character against those enemies without the proper weapons, I'd have to farm up, and I don't want to take the time to do that. We'll see it later when we get to the Forsaken, or Forbidden Archives anyway. Oh, and another thing I have written that I want to tell you guys. The higher your intelligence, the more spells you'll need to cast in general to get your lunacy maxed out. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. And I may have told you that before, but that's all the things I've written down on the entire list. So there's nothing that I missed that I hadn't thought of that I wanted to tell you guys. Personally, I feel like I'm knocking out all my goals with this video. I upgraded the lighting, and you guys got to see it. We got the farming done. We got, well, I got everything done I wanted to do. I don't have to list it out for you. This is a very special moment in the game, so I'm going to shut the fuck up and let you guys enjoy this for what it is. Let's read this. This is it. This is what I was fighting for. I took arms against the dreaded spirits, but after everything, I just arrived at another dead end. So they sat here and peacefully died after, watching this gorgeous overlook of the entire canopy. Wow. Man, this game is gorgeous sometimes. These are one of those awe-striking moments. It's so depressing. After everything this person went through, they just gave up and died. Wow. Let's get this item if we can do it. Try to be careful and not fall. Ooh, this is stressful. I'm just kind of tapping W without holding shift, by the way. If anyone's going to try to do this, that's how I'm doing this. Just tap W vigorously. Try to move in angles based on your mouse. And only use that one button. Seems like the safest way. If you don't push this fast enough, or you push it too fast, you'll fall off. Because if you don't push it fast enough, you'll slowly slide off and lilt. So we got Wind Cutter, I believe? Wind Slicer. In in Kingsfield, this spell is known as Wind Cutter, and it looks and acts the exact same way. Fires a sharp projectile made of wind, a standard among battle mages and magic-induced warriors. For its versatility, we can fire it instantly, and it has no elemental damage tied to it. It does 39 damage, so I think we'll even use it for now, for our secondary spell. But it does have a limited range. Wow. Buy Lunacid today. I don't care what your game goals are, guys, what you have on your calendar. At least buy this. It is outstanding. It is one of my favorite games I've ever played in my entire life. Ever. I love this game with all of my heart. And the only criticism I have is in the positive on how it may even be a little bit better. If they started adding armor, maybe that amulet thing we were talking about for some passive abilities, an area or two more, I'm sure they're working on more. I'm sure they are. They have to be, some DLC soon. The love behind this game, it's tight-knit small communities that love this game with all of their heart. The dedication and what I've seen on like Tumblr and stuff. By the way, check out the Tumblr, it's in the About page. Like, dude, it's crazy. I've only reblogged some of the stuff I've seen, but the amount of creativity coming out of the people I'm discovering are unbelievable. I mean, truly. When I went down the rabbit hole to try to find the custom icons, I just... their creativity I saw blew my mind. I've never seen anything like it. And I'm so proud to be, like, even somewhat minutely involved. Not in the creative process of this game or, you know, fan stuff or anything like that. Just being able to express how I feel about the game. And being able to do a Let's Play for anyone to watch, really. I hear that mushroom. I hear you. I want to, you know, just go light them up. Now, what I really want to do is find that crystal. That crystal shard. You know what I wish you could do? Drop items. You could use them as place markers and make sure you don't get lost. But after this, we'll talk to Patchouli, and we'll hit up town to make sure we upgrade our weapons. I need to focus on cutting grass right now to make sure that we actually upgrade both the club and the sword when we get there. So that means all we have to do is go explore the Fetid Mire. There's no more farming or anything else we'd have to do for the time being. So far, that means we've gotten, I think, every item. If I'm not mistaken. I think so. And all we did in the Forgotten Archive, or Forbidden Archive, sorry, I keep mixing up that title. We knocked out an item that we needed to be farming for later when we get there. On accident by getting Okay, if we have to, we'll go to a higher section and fall down. All we did was open a door there. And get quick stride from killing a single chimera, which was unbelievable luck. We might not be able to make that jump. I don't even want to risk it, so we're just going to go back up and fall back down to a safer section. Hearing that mushroom, too, makes me a little nervous. It's the last thing I need to be is slowed in this area. You know what I'm saying? That would be a death sentence. Like that. Huh. This might be more like it here. This drop down. We might be able to survive this. I'd hate it if we died. My decision is based on us slowly lilting here. I think we'll do it. We should be able to live. I hope. Yeah, no damage even. Oh, good. I was so worried the whole time that when we fell we would actually be like... and just straight die. We still have a very low amount of life, honestly, for our level. Now, where's that damned crystal? There it is. Let's loop around and get it. And then we're ready to get the hell out of here. Even though the Forest Canopy is a gorgeous place, it's damned deadly. And it gives us a chance to get a little bit more experience because the enemies in the Yosei Forest will be back. Nice. How many of those does it make we have now? 3. Not bad at all. Those are 3 teleports back to town anytime we need them. And sometimes we may. If things get truly hairy in some locations, we're definitely going to use them, no hesitation. I might be tempted to use a little bit of quick stride here. so we get out of here a bit faster. We're off. Oh, every time I look over at my camera, I am jarred by what we look like. Me, sorry, but what I look like. The lighting is still jarring to me. Welcome back to the Yase Forest. It's a shame. We won't be here very much ever again in the future, to be blunt. There we go. I mean, we will eventually come back to buy moonlight elixirs from Patchouli, but otherwise, there's not much of a reason for us to ever return to this area. Nice. There's one of those moths, too. Wow. Just raining death across the board, dude. Standing still, we took out like 6 creatures. It does feel like cheating when we got that ability to just be able to fire bolts as we see fit. I'm gonna have to look at my mana. It'll make getting your Lunacid to 100 a cakewalk as well. Cool. I feel like I've earned that, because with my previous save, I've beaten it and gotten all the different endings, all 4 endings. There should be something you unlock at the end of the game, but it doesn't seem like you do. So in a bit of a way, it feels like this is what I've earned for myself. These custom icons and understanding that the restoration ability with your mana is tied to your resistance. It's kind of crazy. But when you do these little things, you basically become a god. Nice. The rabbit can fight too, but they often just run away, which is kind of disheartening, to be blunt. Let's break a few more plants. Well, there's no need. When we get up there, we'll actually be just fine, because we can break the barrels and such and get enough experience to upgrade this weapon. Everything has went very smoothly with this episode. So glad we got Quick Stride as well. Quick Stride is the best spell in the whole game. Hands down in my eyes. I really think it's one of the top. Yo, girl. Nice. Got you your stuff. Ah, good. You got it. Thanks. I've been needing a new planter for a while. What's wrong with you, lady? Oh, here. Take this for your trouble. You're a monster. That's my opinion. I love your fit. I love your outfit. I mean, seriously, I love everything about you. Your hair, your eye color. You're like fucking you're like chill spot. Like, this is where it's at. Dude, I've always wanted a hammock. She already has it as a planner. This maniacal woman. Oh my god. I see the demons in your eyes. Hi. Anything you want to take a look at? Yeah, why not? Fairy moss, antidotes, poison urns, which can be thrown and poison your enemies. Here's the moonlight vials. These are huge. Drinking these get you mana and also increase your lunacy. Quite rare, those items to find in the game. But she sells them willy-nilly. But let's go back to town. Break some barrels and such along the way and see if we can get some more potions. We only got 2 healing potions. It was a little rough, but with this ability to be able to regenerate mana as we see fit, we'll never have to worry about that. Oh, sword's ready to go. So we'll just use magic to break the items now. There we go. Wow. Nice. Give me healing potions. That's what I genuinely need. Oh, you stingy. It's fine. No, okay. What about this one over here? Oh, it gave us an item, but not what I wanted. Thank you for the opal. God, I wish it was so easy to get opals in reality. Just for humor's sake, I'm curious. Got 12 of the fucking things, dude. You know how much money that is? I mean, not like a crazy amount of dough, but you can get some money for opal. Alright, we got 12 points to play with. I want that speed up. I really do. Yeah, you know what? Let's work a little bit on our speed. Even though we have quick stride, sometimes we won't be able to have that spell at our disposal, and I still want to be able to cover distance fairly quickly to dodge attacks and stuff. It'll be safest. The dex will help with jumping too. Not too much, but it'll help. We have a decent jump now. We move a decent speed. I think we're doing just fine. In a little bit, I'd like to, with the next episode, I'd do a little bit more work on dex and speed. I want speed at least at 20. We'll try to emulate what we got written down. But it's safest we do that, you know. So, let's go back to town. Put on that mace so we can upgrade things consistently. There it is. Oh, come on. Warp. Wings rest. Also, if any of you guys know of, like, free, you know, fan-made, custom icons that I can use in the future for more Lunacid, share the knowledge, guys. I would love to know all about that. That would be crazy. Let's see if we can make salutations, Outlander. Want to try some alchemy? Yep. I just want to make sure on the healing vials. Crumbling opal. Thought so. And lotus seed pod. That's what we need. We do have yellow metal. Moral? Yeah. We can't make those yet. Just yet. Clive, what do you got for me? Hey, Sonny, did I ever tell you about Exonaharn? Honorin? Wait, whoa. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. I don't care. I'm not even gonna try. The Golden? No, you never told me about that. During the reign of the Golden Lance, most magic was exiled. But there was a thought that if magic is wicked, then it must be another power which is holy. Then there must be another power which is holy. Makes sense. No one knows his name before he was the Golden, only that he was a holy man from Carcosa, who was devoted to finding this unknown power. Like many of his time, he became obsessed with gold and pure yellow. For if the silver moonlight be the source of magic, the golden sun could be the source of his he sought. Sorry. Some priests were even construct long, thin copper pipes reaching into the sky beyond the poison fog, trying to drink the golden elixir of the sun. It is unknown just how such and such found his power, or if used these methods. But at some point, he died finding this power. UXVIHARAD. Like I've said in previous videos, I'm not the best of readers, and honestly, I don't know if I'll be trying to pronounce that correctly even if I try, but I'm sorry. Nope. We're going on. He then became a holy relic of the church, and would be held for his corpse in tow. Saints would even be allowed to drink his holy blood. However, his power was not limitless, and eventually his corpse became brittle and dry. He was brought into the Great Well and placed into a crypt for his protection. At least I think that's how it goes. My memory ain't that good. Thank you, Clive. Sorry, folks, I'm a horrible reader. Let's go upgrade stuff. Steel Club. 46 damage. Damn. Damn, that's wicked power. That is truly wicked power. 70 guard. Man. It's a little slow, sure. But that range and power. Dark Greatsword. We'll read the descriptions on these items too. A heavy iron dark greatsword imbued with a strange dark energy. Not bad stats. It's nice that we finally got that element at our disposal. And the steel club. A sharpened steel club. A dangerous and heavy weapon that reflects the user's sheer force of will. Yeah, we do. Cool. So, I think we are ready to end up this episode. Let's put our bow back on and go save it. And we will be in the Fetid Mire next time, folks. That's where we're going to go next. And then eventually I might try to do the... Yeah, we'll do the Forbidden Archives, but I hope you guys have noticed the lighting is much better here. I did immediately. Good job on the update, Lunacid team. Fantastic work. Thank you to Arrow Griffin for making all the free icons that are linked in the description down below for all these viewers to download. You should go check it out, guys. Don't forget to check out Tumblr. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. My name is the Incineration Gentleman, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Look how pretty. We got lights everywhere and stuff. It's awesome. It's crazy. We got a Christmas tree. There's even a awesome little gift for us. We'll open that in a minute. Cheryl's got a nice little wreath around her neck. Some tinsel up. Awesome. You might be wondering, why is there so much experience on my sword, by the way. I cut down all the grass and flowers in this place one time. The alchemy station has tinsel up. What are you hanging here? They just look like giant cutouts of oranges. What's up, Clive? Denma doesn't seem to be looking any different. Or, well, the only person that actually has any physical difference at all would be Cheryl, from what I can see. Of course, the Christmas tree. What do you think that is supposed to be, huh? But seriously, like, let's look at this a little bit better. That looks like the Bible's depiction of what angels look like, literally. Like, wheels amongst wheels with eyes on them and, like, 6 wings. That sounds like something straight out of, like, the Bible. Now, why is that the star on this tree? I'm not sure. But that feels very important to me lore-wise. That might be something that's coming in the future with this game. Let's open our gift. Jingle Bells acquired. Now look at this ridiculousness. We can only use this on Christmas, by the way. A jolly magic which throws a warming visual of an ancient saint, which is, when it reaches its caster's enemy, it explodes in a wondrous display of fire magic. It seems to work only on December 25th. Let's put it on real fast. We might not have enough mana to cast it, honestly. 100. Yeah, we can. It looks like a blood magic symbol, doesn't it? We'll hit this flower. Watch this. I thought it would do the explosion. Damn. There it is. Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody. I wanted to show you that. I didn't want to wait all the way till Christmas to show you, but isn't that fucking awesome? Now, sadly, we'll never be able to use this spell in our Let's Play, because, well, it is, only able to be used on Christmas. There's another item in this game, eggnog. I'm not sure where you get that. I know you get it, though. Let's talk to people and see if they, like, say anything special for it being Christmas. Technically. in the game right now. Nothing new to sell. Da-da-da-da-da. There was an assassin trap down here. Did I ever tell you about that? No. About 40 or so years ago, or maybe it was 80, I don't remember. There was an assassin of some renown. They had a vicious reputation and always kept their mark, got their mark. But they realized that sooner or later, they'd start to run out of targets, and eventually they'd be one wanted dead on the outworld. So they took an impossible job, one that requires them killing someone that was banished here. They knew there wasn't going to be a way back whether they were successful or not. But it didn't matter to them, I guess. And so the rumor is that they settled down here and even took on a new profession. Sometimes something about collecting from the dead and reselling stuff instead of making people die. At least that's how it happened. At least that's how I think it happened. Sorry. My memory ain't that good. So I think he's talking about Cheryl. She used to be an assassin. That would make sense. You're covered in knives. There's one on her thigh. There's one on her ankle. There's one on her wrist. The secretive look of a cloak, like the hood and all that. You'd be able to swoop in and fly up and kill someone and fly away. What is going on with that barrel? I must have just jimmied it or something. I don't know why it was jiggling. I must have tapped it on accident. Okay, anyway. Eggnog, I'll explain what it does. I don't know word for word the description. You get 10 of them when you pick it up, and it will heal you, but also drain your mana. Apparently it's made of the dust of skeletons and some type of ooze, if I'm not mistaken. Damn. I'll get you a nice clear screenshot of it right here.